So now we're only 2 days away from the spring equinox, and winter keeps coming back to bite us. The ground, as I'm speaking at the moment, is still frozen solid. Temperature is just rising above zero in the sunshine. But we are seeing evidence of damage with some of the plants. Not so much caused by just the frost, but the wind. So we're getting some hellebores that have been really battered, and it's more the leaves that are damaged. This one's poor stem still hanging, but I'm hoping it might sit up because the ground is really quite solid, but it may have been damaged completely, so we may lose those flowers for this year. But the plant will come back and grow. They do, they recover. So let's have a wander and see what else if I come round the snowdrop trough, or I should say the sanguinaria trough. The snowdrop's a volunteer, an uninvited guest if you want, but looking quite nice, just straight Galanthus nivalis. So as we come up, I've never been happy with this bed at this time of year, because most of the plants that come later in the year, there wasn't so much early in the early spring, so I have been trying to remedy that, planting lots of little bulbs. So we've got Narcissus cyclaminius, there's some little crocus, so I'm starting to plant up bulbs so I'll have spring interest in this bed. I'm just in the process of top mulching it and remulching it, but I won't do that while the ground's frozen solid. I'll have to wait until it comes up. But Narcissus cyclaminius is really nice, perfect size. Over the back there by the bonsais you'll see that's the Aeranthus Guinea Gold. If we just come round and see that we've got movement. First of the erythroniums, so we've got erythronium. This is always one of our earliest dens canis. This little basket here, you can see growth in the Meconopsis. They're waking up and starting to put out leaves. Corydalis malcensis self-seeded in, which is nice. And then the Iris Catherine Hodgkins, also self-seeded. Well, not self-seeded, but come in from the little rice grains and just run along among the baskets of erythroniums. So under here is the baskets with sand. This shredded prunings are just there to keep the weeds and the mosses off the sand. So if we look around, we can see the bulb bed coming away, huge growth. Just see down here some of the other Corydalis solida just starting to flower. But it really is a nice time of year, even with the bitter bite backs from winter. It's something we accept as gardeners. There will be weather damage. Every year something will get damaged or do better than other things. Some will have a really good year and then get hit the next year. But hellebores here, these are looking fine, these ones. Whereas the ones over there, perhaps get a bit more wind over there, so that's probably why they're more damaged. But these yellow ones with a red eye, they're looking good. I raised these from seed from another one we've got over there. But in this bed, again some more Aeranthus and snowdrops, but the very fat buds on the Fritillaria imperialis tell me that stem, look at the thickness of that stem there. So there's definitely flowers in that one. So quite a few of these are going to flower this year. moving round a really nice mixture of Coryllis caucasica and snowdrops and Aranthus. Lots of other little shoots appearing through. I keep throwing seed around in here. Nice group of Narcissus. I think this is Hispanicus, or it's certainly a Hispanicus seedling. As we get down here we can see some of the leucojums. And down here this is a little white star. Hello Megan. You're going to say hello to everyone. Are you coming around with me? Yes. We're looking at our flowers. So that's a bulb bed. So if you've got a garden, even a relatively small bed, you can get an awful lot of interest from it early in the year, and that, with careful planting, that interest can be retained throughout the year. So coming along, these beds a bit barer because the plants in them come later. A lot of trilliums and stuff in here. Down here there's another leucojums, two different kinds. So here we've got one with a slightly broader green leaf, one of the Wagneri group, or a seedling up from it. Twin flowers. This is plants from the Caucasica, so not so much green yellow tips on the edge of the petal bit, it's the yellow ovary in these ones. These have got yellow ovaries. And as we look around there's another group there. And then all around down here you'll see seedlings of all ages. These are older seedlings here, seeding around, seeding into the path. There's one right down here which is seeded into the edge of the path. Hope I'm capturing all this. I'm struggling to, because the sun's in my face and this silly wee viewing screen, I'm struggling to see what I'm capturing here. But just, you get nice moments like here we have the leucojum. I'll take that, some of the junk away from it, with the Ophiopogon and the black grass, and then there's the Bowles golden grass coming through, so you get these really nice combinations. I still have there, I've not managed to bring myself to remove the decorative stems of the Fritillaria seed heads, but I will do. They'll be moved soon. Around here some of the crocus Vernus, the big Dutch style crocus. They're really good in the big plantings and big areas. And these are survivors from some of the very first crocus that we planted in here many years ago. And these are the ones that have just gone on. If we look round here at the edge of the path, this is Crocus hoofleyanus. And these are mostly just either planted as young corms or some of them are seeded. The crocus, this is the Atticus tricolour, or is it sublimis? I have to remember. But that's the tricolour. Little flowers firmly shut as the weather's still really cold and freezing. And I'll just wander up to finish up through the gate towards the pond area. So we can see the pond covered in weed but frozen still. Come around this bed, the signs of the erythroniums starting to come through. And then round to my new bed where the first signs of the plantings that I've made are starting to emerge. And I look forward to seeing what comes through there in the weeks and months ahead of this year. So until my next walk, hope you enjoy finishing the sunshine. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.